Hey everybody, and welcome to another video. So, was it earlier this week or was it last week? Anyways, recently I did a longer video that had a hypnosis demonstration in it. And if you remember this demo where your fingers were magnetically and powerfully compelled to move together, and you liked that, a lot of other people did too. And I got actually a lot of messages from people very excitedly saying, it worked, it worked, it worked. I can't believe it worked. And that was called the magnetic fingers suggestibility test, which is an example of waking hypnotic phenomena where you have your eyes open and through suggestion, there's this non-volitional experience that you have, right? So I thought since everybody loved that so much, I would do one more for you guys for you to experience. Okay, so this is going to be an example of waking hypnosis. And basically, the only thing you need to do for it to work, I'm just going to adjust my camera here slightly. There we go, perfect. The only thing you need to do for this to work is to allow yourself to participate in the process and engage your imagination. If you allow yourself to participate in this process and you engage your imagination, you will get the desired result. You will have this very, very slight, very fun hypnotic experience. So here's what you need to know. You're not going to fall asleep. You're not going to be unconscious. You're not going to be out of control. You're not going to be anything like that. I'm not taking over control of your mind. Nothing like that. None of that's even really possible. That's all just a myth. You're going to be totally awake. You're going to be totally aware. You're going to hear everything I say, and you're going to be in total control of your mind throughout this process. But if you do allow yourself to engage in the process and do engage your imagination and do follow instructions, you'll experience something that feels actually a little bit magical, but it's just, you know, normal hypnotic phenomena, scientifically proven hypnotic phenomena. So here we go. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. So just follow my instructions and let's see what happens for you here. So the first thing is, don't do this if you're driving. Don't do this if you need to do anything that's going to, require your full attention. Don't do this if you're chopping vegetables or standing near moving equipment or something. If you're in the safety of your home where you can sit down and relax for a minute, then feel free to participate. Okay, so go ahead and stick out your arms in front of you just like this, just as if you were a zombie. Okay, stick out your arms in front of you as if you were a zombie, and then close your eyes. Close your eyes. Very good. And now what I want you to do is flip over your right hand so the palm faces the ceiling. Flip over your right hand so the palm is facing the ceiling. And now what I want you to do is just imagine that in that right hand, really imagine this, I'm placing 2 or 3 thick, heavy books. Thick, heavy books in that right hand. And I want you to see them in your mind, see the color of those books, keep your eyes closed, see them in your mind, see the thickness, see the pages. You might even see the titles, you might even see the color of the binding. As I come and I add one more heavy book, and you can feel the weight of that heavy book in your right hand. So now there's 3 or maybe 4 or maybe even 5 heavy books weighing down that right arm. And as you notice how heavy that right arm is beginning to feel, you can notice now that I'm going to come and I'm going to tie an imaginary string around your left wrist. I'm going to try an imaginary string around your left wrist. And at the top of that string is a whole bunch of beautiful bright helium balloons. They're so full and bright and light, and you can actually feel that string tugging at your left wrist. As your right hand is getting heavier and heavier, that right arm is getting tireder and tireder, more and more tired. That left arm is actually feeling lighter and lighter and lighter, and it might even begin to want to drift up, feeling so light, only as quickly as you can notice that right arm getting even heavier and heavier and heavier, as you notice that left arm getting even lighter and lighter and lighter and lighter. And just freeze where you are right now. Freeze where you are in the exact position that you're in right now, and just open your eyes and look at your hands. Open your eyes and look at your hands. Open your eyes and look at your hands, having frozen in place. And if you followed my instructions closely and you allowed yourself to engage your imagination, you're going to see something that looks like this, or maybe like this, or whatever. Some people, it's like this. It's a huge difference. And basically what that is that's the product of what we call suggestion, right? So as I've told you guys before, your imagination is one of the gateways to your unconscious mind. And when you imagine that that right arm is really feeling really heavy, that information goes down into your unconscious mind, and then it comes back into your neurology by making your right arm actually feel heavy and actually get tired more quickly. And the same goes with the left arm. When it, you genuinely imagine those helium balloons, it starts to make it feel light, and it might even drift up. And so if you're like greater than 90% of the people who I've done this fun game with in the past, you would have seen, a difference there when you opened your eyes. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you are one of the few people who didn't see a difference when you opened your eyes, no problem. Go back, watch the video again. This time, just really allow yourself to engage in the process. Really allow yourself to, let your imagination run wild a little bit, because as we know, that's the gateway to the unconscious mind that's going to allow those fun suggestions to go in, and just feel and just allow yourself to realize that there's no harm if you just allow yourself to participate in this process. Nobody's taking over your mind. It's not mind control. It's nothing like that. It's just a fun game that really you're doing with yourself. So anyways, that's a very common and very famous example of a suggestibility test. All hypnotherapists, all hypnotists basically know. This is called the light arm, heavy arm suggestibility test, or the book and balloon suggestibility test. It's been around for a long, long, long time. It's one of the things that I teach actually on my intensive hypnotherapy certification training program. So if you liked this, if you enjoyed it, or if it worked for you, go ahead and drop a comment in the comments. If you have a question, drop your question in the comments. If it didn't work for you, go back and try it again. If you have any questions about my training or about becoming a hypnotist or becoming a hypnotherapist, all that good stuff, make sure you let me know. Send me a direct message. All the spots for the March courses are full. I've got, I think, 3 spots remaining for the April programs. I have 2 programs running in April, and they're almost completely full. So if you're interested in getting in on those, we can book a time to chat. And it's a no pressure information call, obviously. Tonight, I'm going to be speaking at a really awesome event called the Finding Nirvana event. So I was very lucky and very honored to be invited to be one of the speakers at this big event. It's it's all about the science of happiness. It's actually being run by students at the University of Guelph, but I think it's open to post-secondary students, university and college students all across Canada, and I believe perhaps even the United States as well. There's going to be hundreds of people in attendance, and I'm going to be talking about the power of the unconscious mind and taking control of your mind in order to take control of your life. So I'll be speaking about that actually just in a little bit more than an hour from now, in fact. So I'm very honored and happy and excited for that. So if you're a post-secondary student, it's a free event. Just go to findingnirvana.ca. You can still register, and you can hop in. You can see me there. And there's a lot of other great speakers, people names you would recognize, people you would know, talking all about the science of being happy and having a happy life, and real specific powerful things, changes, techniques that you can use immediately and start getting great results in the way you feel and the way you live. So check out that event. I'm really excited for it. And if any of the organizers are watching this video, thank you again for inviting me to be one of your speakers. It's a distinct privilege. Hope you all have a great evening tonight and a great rest of the week and all that good stuff. I'll be seeing you again tomorrow morning for Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. Excellent. Okay, everybody have a great night. Talk to you all soon.